Namaskar, Jai Maharashtra. Swapnil Vyavhara this side, and you are welcome to my channel, which is Technical Learning for All. And today we are going to understand, how to deploy a web application on AWS. So let me open the notepad. So today's agenda. Step 1. Firstly, what we are going to do, we will deploy one basic sample website. We will deploy one basic sample website using AWS. AWS EC2. Now step 1, what we are going to do, let's write some code. Let's write some basic code. Let's write some basic code, just a sample site. Sample website, it will be very simple. There will be no too much styles and all this thing. Simple web page we are going to create. Sample website, or web page, you can say web page. Web page creation. Sample simple web page creation. Simple web page creation. Now once we create the site, later we will create the step 2. Now I want to deploy the website, right? We will create the basic website or web page by using HTML. Just a simple web page. Step 2, we will create an EC2 instance. Or we can say like that, virtual machine. We will create an EC2 instance. Or a virtual machine. To where is that? To deploy our website. To deploy our website. Then step 3, we will install tools which are required. Tools which are required to connect with our EC2 instance. We will install tools which are required to connect with our EC2 instance. So here we will install putty. Install tools. First one is what? Putty. And second one is the WinSCP. We will install the tools which are required to connect with our EC2 instance. We will install tools like putty. And we will install the tool like the WinSCP. Fine. Now after installing the tools, now we want to deploy our code, right? We want to deploy our web page. So deploy our web page. Web page using the AWS. EC2 on EC2. Now if you don't know what is the EC2, right, you can just go to my channel. Today also I will show practically, but you can visit my channel and you can watch the video like what is EC2 instance, and the basic example how to create the Amazon EC2 instance step by step. Even if you don't watch this video, in today's video also I will repeat the same step. But in this video I explained in depth, little bit depth, that what is EC2 instance. Fine. So guys, this is today's agenda. So if you think that this content is useful for you, then subscribe. Subscribe to Technical Learning for All YouTube channel. But firstly let's understand the today's agenda, right? Step 1, write the basic code. We will create the simple website kind of thing, just simple web page, okay, using HTML. We will not create in-depth we will not write in-depth code, okay, because here the agenda is to deploy the site, right? We just want to understand how deployment happen, okay. So we will just create simple web page, okay. Then we will create the EC2 instance. This one we are going to create live on the AWS portal, okay. So we will create the EC2 instance for Linux machine, okay. And then we will install tools, because after creating the EC2 instance, right, we have to connect with that. This EC2 instance is nothing but what? A virtual machine kind of thing, right? Virtual machine where our OS will be available, right? And Linux or whatever you want, right? Windows or Linux or Ubuntu, right? Anything. So our OS will be installed over there, okay. So we will be able to deploy our application over there. So firstly we will install the tools, okay. We need these tools to connect with the EC2 instance, okay. We need the tools to connect with the EC2 instance. Once we connected to the EC2 instance, right, by using these two tools, okay, then what we will do, we will move our code on the instance, okay, and then we will deploy our web page, okay, by using the AWS. So guys, let's start it. So firstly, let's open the Visual Studio Code, okay. Visual Studio Code. If you don't have Visual Studio Code, it's okay, you can simply open Notepad, boss, okay. Notepad, because the purpose is not to understand coding today, we are just going to understand deployment. You can open the Notepad, okay. Now in the Notepad, let's write simple code. HTML opening, okay, HTML opening, then HTML closing, okay. Then we have to write head opening, then head closing. These are HTML tags, okay. Body opening slash body closing, okay. Then title opening and title closing, okay. Now let's save this file, okay. Why it is not clicking on that? Okay, fine, okay. File, save. Now this is important step if you are the beginner, okay. What we have done, we have created the simple HTML basic structure, okay. We just wrote the basic HTML tags. You have to mug up these tags, okay, if you want to learn HTML, okay. So we have just wrote simple HTML tags here because we want to create the website, or we can say like that, we want to create a sample website, right? Just a basic website for demo purpose. So file, okay, then click on the save. Now from this left side panel, I am going to desktop, okay, and on the desktop I am creating one folder here, new folder, okay, and my, or we can say like that, Swapnil, okay, Swapnil's product, whatever, okay, product kind of thing, okay, Swapnil's product. Now we will go in this folder, okay, and we will save the page, okay, with the name like index, okay. Now see, we came to this folder, right? Now we want to save our Notepad file, right? So we will save with the name like index.html, okay, file name, and then save as type. This one you have to modify because we want to save the Notepad file with the .html extension. So you have to remove this, okay. Please remember guys, you have to remove this, okay. So how you will remove? Just click here and select the all files, okay, all files, select the all files. Now if we click on the save, it will save our code as the .html file, okay. So click on the save now. Now I am closing this. If you come to desktop now, see, we got one folder, right? Swapnil's product, correct? And in the Swapnil's product folder, we got one web page. Now we can see if we want to edit our code, because we created this web page, okay, by writing some basic tags. So to edit our code, okay, we can open this web page with the Notepad, Okay, we can open this web page with the notepad if we want to edit the code. And if we want to see our web page in the browser, okay, because we can view the HTML file in the browser as well, right? In the notepad we will modify the code, okay, and in the browser we will see the changes, okay, we will see the web page. So again, right click on this and open with the Google Chrome, okay, open with Google Chrome. Now see, our web page is opened with the Google Chrome now, but at this moment you can check this address, okay, this URL of the web page, right, this location of the web page. So in the Swapnil's product index.html, but at this moment this web page is the blank, okay, the web page is blank because we haven't wrote any code for that, okay, so we have to do code, right? So what we have done, we have already opened the web page with the notepad also, right? So let me go to notepad. Where is the notepad? This one, middle one, okay. So we already opened the code with the notepad, okay. What we have done, we have saved the file with .html extension, we have opened that file with the Google Chrome browser, okay, and we can open that file with the notepad also. Now I want to write the code, so I will open this with the notepad, okay, with the notepad. Now I just want to change the background color of this web page, okay. So to change the background color, in the body tag we can use attribute called bgcolor is equal to brown, okay, bgcolor is equal to brown. Now go to the web page, here click on the refresh, see we got it, right? Now I just want to give some sample heading, okay, h1 sample web page, okay, web page created for understanding deployment, okay, deployment, okay, for understanding deployment. If you go to browser now, here refresh, see we got it, right? Sample web page created for understanding deployment. Again go to the notepad, modify the code, we can make it as a white color, right, using the font tag, font color is equal to white, okay, slash font, okay, control S, okay, refresh, we got it. Now we can make it in the center as well. So for center we can use the center tag directly, bro, okay, or we can use style tag also, but here we are not going to learn coding today, okay, just we want to create some sample web page. Center, control S, go to the browser, refresh, see we got it in the center, okay. Now we will put the image of our channel here, okay. So do we have any image? Okay, we will add this cover. Let me go to the copy as a path, no, show more, rename, control C, okay, copy to the name. I will move this image to the this folder, okay. So now I want to add the image here on this. So to add the image I will use the image tag, okay, img and src is equal to .jpg, okay, image source, the extension of the image is the png, okay, so that's why it's not working. So we have to modify the extension to the png, okay, png. How I identify that? If I move cursor here, right, see png file type is what, png file, right? That's why we modified the extension as the png. Now refresh this, see we got it, right? IT educational channel created by Mr. Swapnil Vyavare, we got the image here. So Now let's go for next. So now imagine you wrote the code and your website is now ready. Guys, this is just a simple website. We are not going to understand coding today. We just want to understand the deployment. Okay, I want to deploy this website, okay, in real time. Okay, so let's go for deployment now. If you check at this moment, the website is on local machine, right? This web page is on local machine. I want to put this web page on the AWS cloud. Okay, so our first step, what was our first step? Let's write some code. Okay, simple website or web page creation. So this is completed now. Okay, step 1 is completed. If you want to learn HTML, okay, let me save this one also. Let me save this one. Deployment steps. Okay, whatever. If you want to learn HTML, please comment. Okay, I will create some more videos in the future. But today we are not going to understand HTML in the depth. We just created one simple web page by using the HTML. Step 1 is completed. Now step 2, create the EC2 instance, okay, or virtual machine to deploy our website. Now to create the EC2 instance, okay, we have to visit to which portal? aws.amazon.com. Now if you want to understand EC2 instance, please go to my channel, technical learning for all, and watch this video. Okay, but even if you don't watch, it's okay. Now see, to deploy this web page, okay, or this website in the real time, okay, in the cloud, I need the virtual machine. See, at this moment maybe you are watching this video in your computer or in your laptop, right? So your laptop is one of the machine, but in real time what happen, whatever web pages we create, whatever website we create, right, those websites are deployed on some remote server. Okay, just imagine you are using YouTube now, right? So YouTube is what is one of the web application, and this application is deployed on some machine, right, on some remote machine, right? So in the same way, just like YouTube, okay, we want to deploy our web page. Okay, I want to deploy this web page, and to deploy this web page I want to move this web page to whom? To the virtual machine, or we can select that server, okay, virtual Linux server. So now by using the AWS we will create the virtual machine only. Okay, so for that we have to visit the aws.amazon.com. If you don't have the account, please create the account. My account is already created here. Okay, to create the account they will just deduct 2 rupees from your debit card. Okay, you have to add your debit card also. They will deduct 2 rupees from your debit card and they will refund that amount back also. Okay, now I want to log in, so I am clicking on sign in to the console. Okay, this is our purpose now. Now we want to do step 2, create an EC2 instance or virtual machine to deploy our website. Okay, now to create the EC2 instance, okay, when you log in first time, you have to go to search, type here EC2. Okay, here go to the dashboard. Now on the dashboard, okay, if you see at the bottom right here, you got the option to launch the instance, right? So click on the launch instance. Now I want to give the name for this. Okay, now for this website we created folder with the name Swapnil's product, right? So fine, what we will do is that we will give the name like Swapnil's product. Okay, we just given the simple name Swapnil's product here, and see we are now creating the instance. Okay, launch an instance. So what is an instance? Instance is nothing but like we are just going to create some virtual machine, okay, which will be having some operating system like Linux or Windows or Solaris, right? So we are just going to create one virtual server, okay, in a simple way. If you understand, instance is nothing but something like the virtual machine only. Okay, see Amazon EC2 is one of the service of the Amazon, right? Elastic Cloud computing service. Okay, so this EC2 service will allow you, okay, to create the virtual machine, right, or instance. Okay, and this virtual machine will run on where? It will run on the AWS cloud. Okay, so we have given the name to the virtual machine as what? Swapnil's product. Okay, or we can give the some different name. Okay, technical learning for all, technical learning for all, technical learning for all. Okay, website. Okay, technical learning for all website. This is the name we have given. Okay, for all website instance. Okay, or we can say like that, VM, technical learning for all websites VM. VMs means what? Virtual machine, right? Fine. Now come down here. Now see, for our virtual machine we need to select the operating system kind of thing, right? So Amazon has provided the Amazon machine image. Now what is Amazon machine image? Okay, it is a template that contain software configuration. So simply, man, you are getting, just imagine if you want server, right? On the server you may need some operating system kind of thing, right? So here Amazon is allowing us to select the operating system like Windows or Red Hat or Ubuntu or Mac OS, right? There are many. If you check here, right? SUSE Linux, Debian, correct? So you can choose this image. Okay, these images are already created by the Amazon. Okay, and they will contain the operating system, application server, okay, which are required to launch our instance. Now fine, now we want to select the Amazon machine image. So here I will go for the Amazon Linux only. Okay, this is the image provided by the Amazon. Okay, Amazon Linux image I am selecting. Okay, now remember, man, first time when you log in here, please use the free account, free service. AWS service is free for 1 year. Okay, so once you create the account on AWS, okay, you can go for the free services. Okay, but remember, you should not use more than their limit. Okay, fine. So Amazon machine image is selected and free tier eligible. Now if you come down, key pair login. Now what is key pair? See bro, simple funda. We want to create virtual machine. Okay, now today we are going to create the virtual machine, or we can say like that, virtual server. Okay, Linux server. Okay, so now just imagine my server is created. Okay, and tomorrow if I want to connect to my server is what? Server is just another machine, right? Another computer kind of thing. Okay, so tomorrow if I want to connect to my virtual server, okay, so to connect that virtual server we need the keys. Okay, so for that we can download the key file from here. There are two types of key. Okay, public key and private key. So in this case, private key we can download from here. So how we can create that? Key pair login. See, you can use the key pair to securely connect to your instance. What Amazon saying, if tomorrow your instance get created, you can connect to this instance. Okay, but to connect to your instance you will need the keys, key pair, right? So to create the key pair, click on this. Okay, create new key pair and give the name. Okay, I will give the name like technical learning for all. Okay, websites keys. Okay, technical learning for all websites keys. Okay, now select the key pair type as what? RSA, and select the PPK here, because we are using the Windows operating system. Okay, and in the Windows operating system we can use the putty tool. Okay, we can use the putty tool to connect to the virtual machine which we are going to create. So for the putty tool, PPK is supported. If you download the PEM file, you have to convert this PEM file to PPK. Okay, then you have to configure that PPK file to putty. Okay, and once you configure this PPK file to putty, okay, then only you will be able to connect to the virtual machine by using the putty tool. I hope it is not complicated. Okay, let me repeat again. Step 1, we are going to create the virtual machine to deploy our website. Step 2, to connect to virtual machine, we require the key, right? So for that key, we are going to get the ppk file. Okay, to connect to the virtual machine, we are going to use the tool called putty. Okay, so we have to configure this ppk file in that putty tool. Okay guys, if any question, please comment below. Fine. So now click on the create key pair. Once you click on the create key pair, see automatically my key file is downloaded, right? Technical learning for all websites key. It is very long name. Okay, if you check in the download folder, see technical learning for all websites keys.ppk. Okay, keys.ppk. Fine, our key pair also created. Come down, create security group. Okay, fine, select that, create security group. Allow SSH from anywhere. Okay, now what is SSH? It is secure shell. Okay, secure shell. If we want to connect to our, again I'm repeating, if we want to connect to our instance or our virtual machine, okay, then the connection should happen from anywhere. Okay, tomorrow if you are in Pune or if you are in America, right, you can connect from anywhere to your virtual machine. Okay, that's why we have to select allow SSH traffic from anywhere. Then now today we are going to deploy the web page, right? So we have to select this two also, allow HTTPS traffic from the internet. Okay, from anywhere. You can connect from your mobile also. Okay, allow HTTP traffic from the internet, HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, one is secure, right? Hypertext transfer protocol. So it will allow this traffic from anywhere. Okay, from the internet. That's why we selected all three. Now come down, don't do any modification at the space side, default space is okay. Free tier eligible customer can get up to 30 GB. Okay man, but we don't require this time, so it's okay, we can avoid that. Fine, so all is done guys, almost done. Okay, don't go for advanced details because at this time we just want to learn, right? We just want to understand how deployment happen. So what we have done, we came to AWS, we click on launch instance, we give the name to our instance. Okay, we have selected the Amazon machine image here. Okay, I want to go for Amazon Linux. You can go for Ubuntu or Solaris as per your requirement, but for beginning Amazon Linux also okay. Okay, then come down here, we have generated the key pair. Okay, why we need the key pair? To connect our instance remotely, we need the key pair, right? Fine, then come down, we created the security group, right? And then we allowed the traffic from SSH, from HTTPS, from HTTP. Okay, then allowing traffic means what? You will be able to connect this instance from anywhere, from any other laptop. You can modify this if you want, just from your system, from your laptop, then you can select my IP or you can customize that, but I want to allow from anywhere. Okay, okay, from anywhere, but we have to use the key file, right, which we have downloaded. So guys, this key file is too much important. Okay, please just take a copy of this, because without this file you will not be able to connect to the virtual machine. So this key file, okay, it is very important. Don't lose that, because without that file you will not be able to do anything. Then fine. Okay, now number of instances, I just want to create only one virtual machine. Okay, scroll down and click on the launch instance. See, wait for some time, mostly it will take 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, to create the instance. Okay, successfully initiated the launch of the instance. Now go to the EC2 dashboard. Okay, click on this. At this moment it is showing 0, but still click on this. Okay, see, we will get the current instance here. Let me refresh it. Refresh. Okay, we got it, right? We got it. Now see, instance state is what? Running, but status check is what? Initializing. So it will take some time. Okay, it will take 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, and now let's check whether status is initialized or not. Okay, just refresh. Okay, refresh it and you will see that status check is what? 2 of 2 check passed. Correct. It means what? Now our instance is created properly, right? And it is in the running state. Okay, so we have completed the step second. Okay, firstly we wrote the code, our web page completed, website completed. Then we will create an instance of the Linux, right? It is also done. So let's mark it as a completed. If you are facing any issue, please comment below. Okay, if you are facing any issue in this, please comment. If possible, I will help personally also. Okay, we will connect on the Google Meet or any tool. Okay, and I will help you to perform this. Now step 3, we will install the tools, okay, which are required to connect with our EC2 instance. Okay, now we need to install these 2 tools, right? And then by using our ppk file, right, .ppk file, okay, we have to connect, right? By using the ppk file we have to connect, right? Fine. So let's download the WinSCP and putty. Go to Google, download, search for download putty. Let me check the second link, right? Latest release. Okay, fine. We are on this side, and if you check here, we have the putty 64-bit installer, right? So I will download this one for my Windows. See, the downloading is started now, right? Here it's done. Now simply you have to click on this. I click on that. See, it is asking for next. It will install putty in the C program files, right? Next, click on the install. Then one window will appear. In that window you have to click on the yes. Okay, once you click on the yes, it will install within a second and finished. It will open the readme file. Okay, putty is installed now. Putty installation, correct? It is completed. Putty is installed. Now we want to install the WinSCP tool. Okay, WinSCP. So let's go to Google and search for download WinSCP. Okay, because see, we can either use WinSCP or FileZilla, but FileZilla is not free and WinSCP is the free tool. Okay, WinSCP, this is the official site. Click on the download. It is showing the ad. Close the ad. WinSCP setup is downloaded now. Now to install this, click on this setup file here only. I click on that. Then install for all the user. Okay, then one window will appear. In that window you have to click on the yes button. Now accept the agreement. Typical installation, fine. Next, commander, next, install. Okay, closing these 2 windows. See, our WinSCP installation completed. Launch WinSCP and open getting started page. No, not required. Finished. Okay, WinSCP installation completed. Again, I am repeating why I am installing the WinSCP, because I want to connect to the EC2 instance. I want to connect to the virtual machine, right, for deployment. Now let me open the WinSCP first. WinSCP tool. Open WinSCP tool. Okay, now in the WinSCP tool you have to click on the new site. Okay, and in the host name, right, in the host name you have to add the information from the portal. So check mark this checkbox. Then here from this get the public IPv4 DNS. Okay, public IPv4, no, not that. We want to get the public IP DNS name. Okay, this one, right, public IPv4 DNS, sorry, this one, public IPv4 DNS. Now in the WinSCP we will add the host name. Remember one thing, it will use the port number 22. Okay, Now the username for the we installed the image of the Amazon Linux. Okay, so for the Amazon Linux image, right, there was something like Amazon what do we say, Amazon machine image, right? So for the Amazon machine image, okay, for that Linux, okay, the username is EC2 hyphen user. Okay, EC2 hyphen user. If you want, you can search on the Google default username for Amazon Linux, right? See, default username for Amazon Linux is what? EC2 hyphen user. Okay, so we added the EC2 username here. Now, as you remember, as I told you, right, we need to download one ppk file. Okay, if we want to connect to our instance, we need to download the ppk file, right? So now in this WinSCP, we have to configure that. So how we will configure the file here? Click on advanced, then go to SSH authentication. Okay, then go to the private key file. Okay, so we need to use the ppk file. Okay, this one. Okay, select this ppk file. Okay, and then click on the open. Okay, then click on the again okay. Okay, and then save this. Firstly, save as the technical learning for all. Okay, whatever name you want to give, you can give that. Okay, then okay, and then click on the login button. Once you click on the login button, it will create the connection with the virtual machine. Okay, then click on the yes. Great, fine. So guys, now we are connected, okay, with our virtual machine by using the WinSCP tool. Okay, see, this is the on the right hand side. These are the folder of what? These are the folder of the virtual machine. Okay, this is the virtual machine which I created on the AWS, right? So on the right hand side, these are the folder of the virtual machine, and on the left hand side, this is my local, right? My local folders. If you check here, you can see the Linux folder. Okay, like var, user, lib, home, etc. Fine. So our connection is done by using the WinSCP. Now if you want to open the putty session also, what you can do, click on this. Okay, open session in the putty. Great, because by using putty, we will execute some command on our virtual machine. Okay, by using putty tool, we will execute some command on the virtual machine. Okay, so we open the session in the putty also. Now here, see, these two are completed, connection is done. Now step 4, deploy our web page using the AWS on EC2. Now to deploy our web page, we may have to follow some steps. Okay, so these are the steps which you can follow. Step 1, connect as the root user. See, I am in the putty terminal now, right? But the username is what? EC2-user. Okay, so now if I want to perform some operation, okay, on the server, okay, I should connect as the root user. Okay, so to connect as the root user, we can fire command as sudo -i. Okay, or you can use the command, I think this will also work here. Let us check it. Great. Okay, we connected as the root user. Now how we identified that? See, EC2 user is removed and now root came, right? So with the root, we connected to the instance, our virtual machine. This is the virtual machine, okay, which is authenticated with the public key. We added that ppk file, right? So here it is showing the name of that ppk file. Okay, fine. Once you connect to the machine with the root user, first task which you must do is that update the system. So to update the system, okay, we have to use command like yum update hyphen y, yum update hyphen y. Now it will take some time, okay. In your case, if a network is slow, see, now update is completed, nothing to do because it is latest machine, okay. But every time if you want to install some services or some a tool like JDK, right, we can install JDK software on the Linux, right. So before installation you must update it, okay. So always fire the update command yum update hyphen y, okay, yum update hyphen y. Now as I want to go for deployment, okay, so for the deployment I need to install the HTTPD service. To install HTTPD service, the command is what? Yum install hyphen y HTTPD, okay. Yum install hyphen y HTTPD. Then press enter. It may take some time based on your internet speed. Still, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go to YouTube, search for technical learning for all and subscribe this channel, guys, okay, because it need a lot of efforts, okay, to do this video. And as I'm working employee, I'm working and then side by side I'm updating myself, okay, and then posting some videos here. So I think this one is completed, okay. System updation done. Now we installed the HTTPD service also, okay. You can check the status of the service by using the command called systemctl status HTTPD system systemctl status HTTPD. Enter. Okay, it is inactive at this time. It is inactive. So you can press Ctrl C to come out of that. Okay, to come out of that. It is inactive, right, or dead. Now if I want to start it, right, but before starting let's do one thing, okay. Let's upload the code, okay, to our server. So to upload the code we use the WinSCP tool. Now let's go to the home EC2 user in this folder, okay, home and EC2 user. In this folder I will upload the code. So our code is on the desktop. This is the code. No, not this. Swapnil's product, okay. This is the code. Okay, fine, let's change this one also. If you check, it is showing the index.html, right. Open with the notepad, sorry, this one, open with notepad. And if you check in the browser, right, I just want to give some title. See in the YouTube how it is showing, here how it is showing, right, in the Google also. In the same way I don't want to put the file name here, so I will add my name over there. So in the title tag I just put Swapnil Vyavhare, okay. Ctrl S, minimize this, open the Google Chrome, refresh it. We got it, right, we got the name here, fine. Now we want to upload our code. So these are the two files, okay, which I want to upload. What I will do, I will just copy this folder, Swapnil's product folder, right click, copy, okay, go to the document. Let's go inside this only. On the left hand side, see document option is there, go to document and paste here, Ctrl V, okay. We got Swapnil product here. Now go to the WinSCP tool. In the WinSCP tool, if you check here, right, we got the folder, we pasted in the document. This is our local. Now from this folder we have to copy this two file, okay, copy this two file in the EC2 user folder. Or what you can do is that you can just upload the folder itself. So just click on the upload it. Great. Okay, now our folder is on the EC2 user. How we will check this using putty terminal? Go to the putty. Okay, in the home EC2 we want to go. So let me clear this. Firstly clear it. We can use the clear command. Okay, then let's go for ls. We want to let's check the pwd here. Print working directory is the root, right? Now go to step back, cd dot dot, enter, again do the ls. Okay, so if you check here, right, we uploaded this folder inside the home EC2 user. In the putty terminal, go inside the home directory, cd home, enter, ls, check, we got the EC2 user, right? Now go inside the EC2 user, cd EC2 hyphen user. Okay, enter, do ls. See, we got it, right? Swapnil's product, cd Swapnil's product, type ls for listing. See, we got it. We got 2 files here. Fine. So our project is now uploaded, okay, on the server. Our project is now uploaded on the server. This step is completed. Okay, now what I want to do is that move the file, okay, move the file, all the file to the var HTML folder. How? See, these 2 files, right? These 2 files in the current directory. What is current directory? We can check using the pwd command, right? From the current directory, we want to move this file to the other directory, right? Which is that other directory? You can check the command here. See, okay. So what we will do is that mv command, okay, move. Now star. Why we are using star here? Because we want to move all the files, these 2 files, right? Our image and our index page. So move all the files to var, okay, inside var which folder is there? www, then html, okay, in this, enter. See, now our all files are copied to the HTML folder. Okay, how we will check the var folder? If you check the list, right, at root location, in the root location you will see the var folder also. See here, how we will go to the root location? If you check at this time, we are at the Swapnil's product folder, right? So we can write cd slash okay, pwd. Now we are at the root location, type ls. See, ls command will list all the things. We have copied our files to where? In the var folder. Go to the var, cd var, just cross verify that. In the var, go to the, which is second, cd www, right? In that cd html, enter, ls. See, if you fire the ls command, then we are getting our 2 files. Okay, if you print working directory, this is the working directory, correct? So we move our file from here, okay, from this directory to this directory. Okay, now one thing is that we have to start the service. As you remember, right, earlier we have installed the httpd service. Okay, so we have to start it. Firstly, we have to enable the service. Okay, so this is the command, systemctl enable httpd. Okay, right click, enter. Okay, and then after enabling, just press up arrow key and add start here. Okay, remove the enable and start httpd service, systemctl start httpd. Okay, Now service is started. Now you can check the status of the service, and here check the status. Okay, status. Okay, now see, earlier it was dead, right? Now if you check at this moment, it is running. This service is running. Okay, and listening to the port number 80. Okay, check here, active, running, right? Since it is giving time also, like 34 seconds ago. Now see, our deployment is done. How we will verify that? Now I am closing this web page. How you have to verify that our deployment is done? You have to use the public IPv4 address. Okay, so if you check here in this, right, you have selected this, right? If you select this one like this is the public IPv4 address. Just copy the public IPv4 address, okay, and in the browser paste it. Control V, enter. Wait for some time. Fantastic, guys. Okay, so now it is showing our web page, and see, it is the public address, and now this web page is deployed on the EC2 instance. So this is just domain, okay, just a sample. Okay, now in the next session, okay, in the future session, I will explain that how you will give the, what we say, that domain name to this, how you will replace this address, okay, this public address. Where's that? Wait, yeah, in the instance summary, this address, right? How you will, instead of this, okay, how you will use any domain name like swapnilvyavhare.com, or like we can select that technicallearningforall.com, right? That we will see in the future session. So we have completed our agenda. Okay, deployment steps. Deploy our web page using the AWS on instance, okay, on EC2, sorry. Completed. Now if you check on the mobile also, okay, see, until and unless your server is running, okay, it will show. I will add the snapshot of my mobile also. Let me open this in my mobile. I am opening my Google Chrome browser. Firstly, I am starting the recording. Okay, recording of the screen. Then in that I need to type the address here. Okay, the address is what? 18.219.249.191. Enter. See, guys, I hope you are getting this mobile video also. I will attach this mobile video. Okay, so now our deployment is done. If you are using the free service of the AWS site, don't forget to terminate the instance, okay, else you will get charged. So to terminate the this EC2 instance, right, what we can do, go to this instance state, okay, and see, termination is like what? Termination is like deletion only. Okay, so either you can stop it, okay, but if you terminate, it is better. Okay, completely it will remove the instance, so directly you can terminate that if you want to avoid the charges kind of thing. Terminate the instance, click on terminate, shutting down. Okay, now once the instance is terminated, see, we will not be able to access it. Let me refresh again. Yeah, it is also gone. Okay, if you refresh this, it is also gone. So guys, thanks a lot. Jai Hind and bye bye. So if you think that you are getting the informative content on this channel, right, you can subscribe Technical Learning for All YouTube channel. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, good night, and Jai Shurai.